What's good, fans and fight fans? It's your boy JB, Trap House Boxing, back again with another video. Shouts out to the whole LDBC. Y'all smash that like, subscribe button, and share the video always, and leave your thoughts and comments at the end of the video. And if you're looking for that exclusive street news, go subscribe to Urban Media Fix and hit that notification icon bell so you miss none of this heat that's being dropped. Also, go tune in to OG Boxing Talk at Fanon International Boxing channel. So make sure you tune in, hit subscribe, hit the notification icon bell so you miss OG Boxing Talk every Sunday, 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, now, as you can see in the thumbnail, man, I got Bob Arum as the center of attention because basically the primary focal point is on Bob Arum, but, you know, also by the way of his fighters, too, and other fighters as well. But let's get on down to it, man. Bob Arum was in the interview with Boxing Socialist, and by the way, this for the record, man, for starters, man, I mean, Bob Arum is probably like the worst promoter. I don't know, man. This dude is horrible, man. He's horrible. I mean, I guess he promotes who he wants to promote, but he just don't fit in with this modern day, boxing, with the new era and all that. I mean, guys ain't really sitting back casuals ain't sitting back listening to promoters anymore. They more into the fighters. They want to know, they don't really care what networks they on. They don't really care about all the politics. Just to throw that out there. But Bob Arum has been doing a poor job of promoting Terrence Crawford, man. What we like 3 weeks out into the fight, 3.5 weeks or whatever it is, and still no promo for Terrence Crawford versus Mean Machine. That's amazing. That is amazing. But I want to get into the whole mandatory situation. He was asked about the whole elevation with the franchise belt, and he basically was talking about the reason why he picked Lomachenko, because he thought that, it didn't make any sense for guys like Lomachenko who are out trying to fight the best, who is fighting the best back-to-back consistently, which is, I don't know, who is he fighting back-to-back consistently that's the best, I mean, there's a couple of decent guys on his resume, but I don't know about the best, But anyway, he says, talking about guys like Lomachenko, that's the reason why he got elevated, to the franchise, WC franchise belt. And he says that, it's bad for the sport for guys like Lomachenko to sit there and waste their time on ridiculous mandatories. So when he said that automatically, my whole thing came, my light bulb went off as, with Devin Haney. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, not only is Devin Haney was the mandatory, but Devin Haney was elevated to the WBC lightweight champion, correct? So he basically saying that, he did say Devin Haney was a pushover. He said, I mean, if he called him a mandatory, he's not looking to make that fight. He said that it shouldn't waste time, trying to fight pushovers and ridiculous mandatories. Now, the last time I checked, I don't think that Devin Haney is a pushover. I mean, is he a pushover compared to Lomachenko? In my opinion, no. Now, this is why, this is what the boxing fans have been demanding to see. They've been wanting to see Gervonta Tank Davis or Devin Haney versus Lomachenko. The Coleman and the Lopez fight, they'll take that too. But this is where the things gets weird right here, when you got Bob Arum consistently coming out here talking about Coleman Lopez, but he's kind of entertaining the idea of Gervonta Tank Davis, but he keep throwing Floyd up. The reason why that ain't gonna happen, which is, we already know that. You understand what I'm saying? But he ain't even addressing Devin Haney. Like Devin Haney don't even sound like he even in the future plans before a Lomachenko fight. You know what I mean? And if I'm Devin Haney, I quit. I wouldn't even. I mean, why chase Lomachenko? He says he calls Devin Haney a ridiculous mandatory, but he says that Luke Campbell was a good mandatory. I don't know if it was because of the Olympics or whatever the case may be, but he said Luke Campbell was a good mandatory. Now, the fight was a decent fight, don't get me wrong, but Luke Campbell just didn't have enough dog in him for him to be that good of a mandatory. I mean, we all knew who was going to win. Now, a situation like Devin Haney and Lomachenko, we don't know who's going to win. That's why we want to see that fight. So what did he even get elevated to WBC champion for if he ain't even going to get a shot at the title anyway? If you're not even going to entertain Devin Haney at all. You understand what I'm saying? So, I mean, the way it's mapped out, I don't know how this whole hoorah is gonna play out with Lomachenko. You know, as far as Devin Haney, you know, I don't think that Devin Haney and Lomachenko gonna fight each other, man. I'm just being honest with y'all. I don't see it happen. I think Devin Haney gonna get tired of waiting around, and he gonna end up having to move up to like 140. And Lomachenko's going to ignore him when he moves up to 140 as well. You know what I mean? So I just don't see that fight happening at all. You know. But as far as the whole Lomachenko situation, now, Bob Arum comes out and says that, because they was talking about the Lopez versus Comey fight, the winner. And he said that if Lopez wins, you know, he got to give Grant Lopez that fight. This is another reason why I'm trying to tell y'all that Devin Haney and Lomachenko probably ain't gonna happen. You know, he says he got to grant Lopez that fight versus Lomachenko if he wins. So right now he automatically kind of writing off Comey. He really won't Lopez versus Lomachenko. But, you know, he's not, he's always saying that Comey got a chance, which is we all does, but we see what agenda's been pushed at. But anyway, he says that the winner of the Comey and the Lomachenko fight, the Lopez fight versus Lomachenko will automatically be undisputed. Let me repeat that again. He says the winner versus Lopez versus Comey versus Lomachenko, whoever wins that bout, will become undisputed champion in his eyes, no matter what anybody thinks or says. I thought that was mind blowing, but at the end of the day, I mean, all this stuff with the PBC belt, with this Top Rank or ESPN crap, I mean, that's basically kind of, the franchise, whatever it is. All these branches, it's too many branches going off, man. It's just way too many branches. You know, everybody, pretty soon, Undisputed is going to become like title holders in a minute. Y'all mark my words. Maybe I should do a separate video about that. Pretty soon, the Undisputed title or the entitlement or the titles, because they're going to just be passing the Undisputed titles around like it's title holders, like title holder belts, and the new franchise champion and all this other crap is gonna become like the new Undisputed. So they're gonna downgrade Undisputed and create some other crap. How do you downgrade Undisputed? That's mind-boggling to me. Just think about the wordplay. I'm not saying that's what they basically said, but that's what they basically doing. That's what they basically doing. You know, so I don't know, man. This is why it's hard for people to like guys like, you know, Lomachenko's a good fighter, man, and this is why it's hard for fight fans and, you know, fans just to like these type of guys, man, because of the way they being pushed, how the machine decorate these guys. You know, we never really get to see these guys fight who we really want to see them fight. You know what I mean? And it just leaves a bad taste, you know, as a fan. You know, it's I don't know, man. I mean, I'm satisfied with us getting fights and all that, but when it's starting not to make sense, you know, it starts to get unentertaining and uninteresting. You understand what I'm saying? It's I don't know, but I can say this though, man. I can say this with the whole Terrence Crawford situation. If I'm Terrence Crawford, man, first of all, let me say this. I ain't gonna say it from why do you even if you're a black fighter, do not sign with Barbarian, man. I mean, there's no way around that at this point. I mean, if you just look at it, just look at the breakdown, just look at the statistic push, the demographic push. You understand what I'm saying? They even talking about sending Shakur Stevenson over there to wherever that guy from. I can't think of that dude's name. Warrington, Belfast. I don't know where he's from over there. Somewhere over there in the UK. You know what I mean? They trying to send Jamel Herring over there to Belfast to fight Carl Frampton. You see what I'm saying? He's trying to already write Jamel Herring off for Carl Frampton. He want to push Carl Frampton. You know, he don't really got too much interest in Jamel Herring. The thing about Jamel Herring is that he respect that Jamel Herring was a veteran. I mean, okay, cool, but as far as he really want that push for Carl Frampton, because Carl Frampton has a bigger following. Now, let me tell you something. Also, with the whole Terrence Crawford situation, now watch when Ramirez beats Victor Postal when they fight. Now he's gonna boost up Victor Postal more than what he did when Victor Postal fought Bud. Now when Ramirez beat Victor Postal's mysteriously gonna rise up on the pound for pound list. He probably over Terrence Crawford. They're gonna say that they're gonna start probably saying that he's a better fighter than Terrence Crawford, especially if he beat him in better fashion. If he beat Victor Postal in a better fashion. I'm telling y'all, man, the writing's on the wall. I'm telling you. I'm here to tell y'all this. This is what it is. You know, he downplaying Terrence Crawford's next opponent, Mean Machine, whatever his name is, you know, talking about the guy even said that, okay, we already know the 9-1 odds, whatever he said the odds was, that everybody know Terrence Crawford gonna win and all this other stuff. Now, I don't know if he was throwing that out there for a bait to get these other guys to try to fight Terrence Crawford, because he know he don't got too many welterweights to choose from, because he's going to have to make the Ramirez and Bud fight sooner than eventually, after the Postal and Josh Taylor and all that other crap get cleared out. Or however it pan out, I don't know. But he's going to have to make that fight if these PBC guys ain't jumping on the Terrence Crawford deal. But what I'm saying is this. Why are you putting them in there with these type of guys? Why you ain't trying to pay the money for like a Sean Porter? Why you ain't trying to break bread to get Sean Porter fight right now? Sean Porter ain't fighting right now. You know what I mean? You could scrap this date right now and fight Sean Porter in March or April. Easily scrap this fight right now. Bad promotional push, man. Bad promotional push. But that's all I got for Bob Arum, man. He's horrible, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think. This is your boy, JB, Trap House Boxing. What you waiting on? Subscribe to the channel. Like, share the video always. I'll holler at you.